I think it's super cool we have Mirage again.
Yeah, very, very cool. I'm inclined to agree with you there. I didn't think that many teams would have repeat matchups, and so the fact that, you know, match 2 on the first day of repeats, we're already getting one, that's cool as hell.
Especially when it was fairly one-sided, you know, it was like 16-8 or something. It was pretty decisive. So is that going to be the case again today? T-side start for Big Omen Academy, and looking at the B site as well. Flashes over the top, and they come. CT's going to have to give it up. Cynic sees, but he can't stop, and so Navi, who are already leaning on mid on A anyway, are playing a 5-on-5 retake. That's going to soften things up. Pushing into the market. Fear was ready for it. He stops in time. Pogolov back in the server and doing some damage as well. Leaves just Lapex up in the apartments. Can't tap ahead, and m0NESY will shut him down. Navi with the retake.
Nice to see Pogolov making a return.
Headtrick's been pretty good. In the couple of games he filled on Vertigo, he did look very, very comfortable. We had some position changes as well. Which
I actually really enjoyed Headtrick being in this team. So Pogolov, you got some big shoes to fill. In a lot of those games, Headtrick was like the third guy on the scoreboard, right behind m0NESY and Oncare. Little D ground now for Big Omen Academy. I think, Hugo, day one, first time we laughed at the giant Omen Academy joke.
Yeah.
And then we kept making it for 7 more days, and here we are.
7 more days to go, baby. Yeah, you know, some jokes, they come, they go, they die. We have enough of them. Not this one.
I remember, man, when I used to. Oh, hang on, this might be a little real.
Yeah, maybe hold your fort.
A few years ago, right, when I was like, when I was first.
What, does everyone want to hear this?
No, probably not.
No,
probably not. Yeah, I'm just not going to tell it. You know what? I'm not going to tell this story.
When you preface a story with, "Oh, maybe I shouldn't," then I'm inclined to agree. I mean, because I know the stories you will tell.
Yeah, normally I'm pretty fast and loose with it.
I'm going to find out what that is later. Maybe he'll tell it next map. Stick around, you'll have to see. Although he probably won't. Eagles in this round. German Deagles, Harry.
Yeah, German Deagles. Nothing scarier than a German Deagle. Well, let's see if that's true. Prime taps with his. Whomp. 1 kill onto Pogolov. Aqua.
Dangerous.
Aqua. Quo. Dead to Cynics.
Yeah, but that took so long, right? Look at the space that Big have taken in the meantime. There may be a couple of kills here. m0NESY's still on the A side. They've got to deal with him first and foremost, and that's not going to be easy. Nick dead, out ramp. m0NESY gets the kill. And now a 2-on-1, but really a 1-on-1. The m0NESY is up for the job. Getting jumped at, but that won't stop him.
Gnarly. Let's go into the Navi comms. Let's dive into the depths of Navi Junior TeamSpeak.
Сейчас первый девайс. Возьми ямку, Зик. Спасибо. Дай мне молик, Родион. Дам тебе моло.
Они могут закупиться еще раз.
Да. Там это было.
Я дам флеш мид. Не формат.
Еще раз?
Буду где-то близко играть.
Там была эко, сейчас вайп будет.
Флэш мид даешь?
Да.
Давай.
Разбил дырку.
Дымстар дадут, я молик забил.
Нет, флешки.
Да, флеш.
Да.
Один Б подошел.
По-моему, хая.
Один в районе Б был.
Не видел.
Я ставлю дым.
Я шел с окошка, пацан, аккуратно.
Ждем, на минуте 10 дай мне дым.
Иду под 2.
У тебя еще смог есть? Ну я буду продлевать.
Смотри флешки. Смотри подал.
Я тоже флешки.
Да, хорошо.
Смог окно.
Давай дым.
Дал дым конте.
Я в окно отойду.
Давай.
Не шкурю смокать. У меня 2 флешки есть, если что. Забрал бы с окном.
Я под курами себе проход между. Не формик.
Скамейка чел.
Да, я буду
Я
внешне.
дал хае под кон.
Я даю дым, да. Давай.
Лифт может зайти, чел.
Да.
Я фангл.
Я иду на. Да внешний лежит.
Я под
Не
окно
надо,
иду под
Я
окно.
окно смотрю. Сереж,
Давай.
если...
У меня еще
Что на
дым
инфу? Скажи, если
Слышь,
будет проходить.
я
Я
буду
не
под
буду
окно.
даже
Забрал?
не формат.
Давай. Забрал?
Я дым яма отдал, иду яму порыграть.
Давай.
Если что, Зик,
Давай.
осторожно.
Окей, я дал дым.
Мало Б.
Я продлил внешку.
Там дым, я им продлил только что.
Один под коннектор.
Я продлил нешку.
Я смотрю себе только борт родил.
Окно смотрю.
А
Под
сможешь
зиг
розетки периодически зиг чекать?
Да, да.
Смог окно дали, пацаны.
Я почекал
я между
борт и зиг.
стал, я между стал.
Да-да.
У меня 2 флешки сейчас.
Я забрал те, которых.
Я дал хлопу, пацаны.
Может, наверное, если что, флешки
Коннектор
дам
может быть.
скинуть.
Коннект,
Кон,
хлопа,
кон,
хлопа,
кон, кон.
хлопа.
Лавочка может быть.
Молик
да,
на
Две
какой-то
флешки есть
борт.
над тобой.
Я
Ковры.
Ковры яма. Я бил?
Дал флешку на тик.
Я ухожу родил.
Давай, давай.
Ковры,
Еще-
яма, лавочка, ковры, яма, лавочка.
Да и флеш на тике, там еще одну. Флеш
Убил бомбу, убил
Хорош,
бомбу.
хорош, хорош.
За дефолтом.
с тобой.
Дал флеш на.
Хорош.
Я в КТ бегу, я в КТ бегу. Я за тебя, у меня 2 флешки.
Убил конный, один флеш.
Хорош,
Хорош.
хорош, бомба.
Под головой.
Хороший. Хуёвый флешка.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. I love that as well. I'm glad you noticed it.
Yeah, man.
Here
it's
we
the
go.
only word
It
I
was the
understood
I
in that
understood.
minute and a half.
I understood the here we go. That was sick.
Yeah, that's Navi starting off strong. Good comms there. Bomb dropped. Everyone concedes. Gives it up for a few seconds. Onked comes in with a lineup. And at that point, the round is lost. Or won, depending on which side you're on. James will be happy. And Navi certainly are as well. 3-0 up. They deal with an A split. One of these things that was causing them so many problems in that opening game, right? Not just have Navi improved and do they look better than day one individually, but they now know what they're up against. They can play to the fullest extent, knowing this is not going to be free. I feel like it was very fast and loose in that opening game for Navi. Maybe very confident, maybe too confident for their own good. Right now, no one's making those mistakes. They got the mid info. 3 guys here. Onked holding under from middle. But he's covered by an AWP, which will leave. Up to the cat player instead. The AWP now going back to A and providing something. Odyssey with an opener. There's Fear covering the top side of mid. And Onked in the worst place to clear. If you're coming out a lower, Aqua finds out the hard way. Nick as well. Only damage. And it's a nice clean round for Navi Jr.
Oh, wonderful dig. Oh, wonderful
I
dig.
spoke too soon, Harry.
Any more? Oh, wonderful! Wunderbar, baby! Lapex with 3. That's a glorious little dig play
That's
over in middle.
amore.
That's amore. And Lapex now in the 1v2, Hugo. You weren't believing at first, but now you might find yourself sucked into this guy's story. Are we all just NPCs in a Lapex world? Creeping out through ramp. Has gotten past Pogolov, who's looking into Con right now. Now going up the stairs, and he's spotted him in the sight. Puts a stop to the reign of terror from Lapex.
Yeah, great shots anyway for Lapex. You take those. I cursed Navi a little bit. I said it was a clean round in a 5-on-1. How dare I? They lose a lot of money, a lot of guns, but they still win the round, and that's the biggest factor, I guess. That's what you have to tell yourself when you lose 15 grand of equipment. So, 4-0 and another buy round here for Big Omen Academy. Navi going to call a pause before that.
Can't believe Lapex just got me to drop the Wunderbar, man.
Yeah.
That's
Drop it like it's hot.
that was real nice. Like,
Yeah.
as far as dig work goes, that was some dig work, baby. You know, you feel me, Hugo? You feel me?
You know I
Yeah.
feel you, Harry. I love a deagle. All right. What have we got over here then?
What's going on?
Who's trying to bust their way through the vent? Are they fixing it? Are they breaking it? I can't even tell. These guys come in every single round, Harry, and they replace
Yeah, they have
it.
to do this in between rounds. Hurry up, boys!
Navi end up shooting it.
And no, they've kept it intact. Navi
Nice.
Junior, they
How
don't
kind.
want to make a working man's day any harder. We can respect that.
Yeah.
You can respect that. All right. Navi Junior looking out for the little guy. That could be their slogan. Right, here we go.
That is good. Yeah.
A little apartments walk out of Big Omen Academy. They got to get past this double hold of Cynics and Fear. And at least getting away from A gets you out of the line of sight of this Monacy AWP. Flashes going in. Cynics and Fear, if they can even buy a bit of time, that would be worth its weight in gold. Already kickstarting this round with the man advantage, and now Ooh, spamming out Cynic. Spears spotted over on short, and he's dead after one, but it's m0NESY keeping this in a 3-on-3 retake.
Plant. Oh, okay, that's a shot. Plant in anyway. Now m0NESY stripped back the advantage. She's hit the wall bang. 12 health the difference for Prime Taps, and oh my god. Leave them alone, m0NESY. Aqua, he's been good, but this is asking too much for one man. Low health. 1-on-3 kills not being given. Jump timing is good, but the trade is there. And so 5-0 for Navi Junior, man. These guys are really working hard for every single individual round. And they're building even more. 3 for m0NESY, 5 for Navi. Big yet to get on the board. Lots of close attempts, I guess you could say. But they need to start converting them.
Yeah, this is a good look for Navi Junior, though. This would be, you know, a lot of revenge taken in these grudge matches.
Yeah, sure. We've already had that today. I wonder, you know, someone's got to do the maths and find out, like, well, I guess we could. You know, how many of the repeat matchups are the same or different results? Great grenade out of the CT side, but still Big have the bomb site. Aqua's gone down early. It's going to make matters worse now. Bomb can be planted, or at least needs to be planted before these smokes are depleted. They're going to push through them. They're going to fight. Forget the bomb. We want the kills. And hey, it works for a couple. Glaive and Lapex opening up. Now the CTs have to hold off, and they're getting more. Lapex shutting down Pogolov and CT. Cynics and m0NESY 2-on-3 now. And Big, very glad they forgot the plant.
Yeah, but m0NESY's still here in con. And whenever m0NESY is still alive, I am still worried for whoever he's up against.
Oh.
And that's why Glaive on the receiving end of this AWP, and it's a very, very fast, it's a very scary AWP. He's going to set up Cynics.
Nice.
But he's not able to deny the bomb plant. It's still a 2v1 and just Prime Taps left to beat. You've said these have been a lot of close rounds for the Big Omen Academy. This one is in danger of falling into that remit as well, unless Prime Taps can come up huge. They're crossing into his line of sight now, and Cynics locks in the round for Navi Junior. 6 to their name, and a 2-on-3 going their way.
Yeah, that was so well played as well. You know, Big, that's the worry. You know, you get all the kills, you get aggressive. It's a very risky play. Even though you win the fight, you know at that point Navi are surrounding your bomb site. Where is actually safe to plant, right? Like, you don't want to go reverse default and m0NESY swing you from stairs. And so they go for CT, and they don't cover it either, because that flash comes in and fully whites the player on the bomb site. Perfect round out of Navi, despite being down on the back foot. 10-2 for m0NESY as well, holding strong. And we need something out of Big, because we've had so many close rounds, so many nice attempts, but still silent on the scoreboard.
And if this doesn't show that, like, Navi have drastically upped their game throughout this event, like, mate, this is nothing like what we got from them on day one. Day one, Navi Junior looks sad. I left that game and I was going, man, really? Like,
I hope that's not what we get.
that was literally my takeaway. When it ended, I was like, God, I hope this isn't the team I was excited to see. Right? I hope it was just a fluke. And yeah, it kind of looks like it is. A slow start to the event. But as mentioned, as it's gone on, these guys have looked more and more scary, more and more unbeatable. Big Omen Academy are kind of learning that the hard way now. Bomb all the way back in T-spawn, slow mid-control getting attempted, but once again, you've got to survive somehow. You've got to get past this m0NESY AWP.
Easier said than done, right? Pushed out the middle by a flashbang at least. That gives them con control if they want it. They flash through the smoke and they go right up the top con. OnCare now back in window, has to be has to pace himself rather, has to be careful as they chase him down. He gets given no time. Pogolov and Spawn can't stop the cross. Bomb makes it, and the flash is good as well. They're going to try and hunt him down. They're scared of a second player providing cover, so Aqua's not swinging this, but it is just a 1v1 that Pogolov is going to win out. Dear oh dear. At least window's cut off. m0NESY has to go all the way round to Spawn.
Yeah, this is a long old rotate. Like, you're taking a lot of time moving these pieces into CT. And you might have taken so long that you end up saving here if you're Navi Jr.
Although,
Now you get that kill and you're stuck in this limbo of like, yeah, we could have, but we're not going to. We're committed to the save. They let this one slip by the wayside. And so finally, Big Omen Academy are in with the round.
that hurts, yeah. The jungle control is the first thing that decides that, right? I mean, you lose all your info early. It's one kill for Big. That's all they get, but it gives them the plant. Finally, one of these con splits comes to light. And the danger of that, you know, the CT walk there for m0NESY is not only can he not go back through Murder Hole into window, but even if you run CT, your opponent in window is going to hear that and probably poke their head out and backstab you. So you have to walk it. That slows you down further. And even though this kill comes in for Cynics, it's so late in the round. There's about 15 seconds on the bomb. No one's in position. They were expecting to save. And so Navi survived the round with 4 alive. Bit of a shame. They can use these guns straight away and reset Big if they want. It's always an option.
Ooh, Cynics jump peeking. Him and Aqua trade a Molotov. You get Molotoved, and I get Molotoved. So that's a good trade. Silence. All across the site. All across the map. Big Omen Academy are grouping up in these apartments though, Hugo. They're amassing quite the little armada of players up in the apartments. Lot of bodies now occupy these lands, and they're looking to make a B play happen. Cynics looked like he was about to rotate away, and he's happy that he did. That pop flash gives up the aim of this B play, and Fiat just needs to trade evenly, right? A 3-on-3 still leaves Navi Jr. with a chance. You would have loved a little more out of the B hold, but you know, 1-for-1 on both players. You're still in with an opportunity here if you're Navi Jr. And these A players are the big heavy hitters. m0NESY, Oncare, and Pogalov on this rotation over. And m0NESY has just opened up. So now Navi Jr., it's only Glaive that they've really got to worry about on this close angle. Prime Tap's trying to bait them in, and he's left in the 1v1. m0NESY on the other side. He's creeping around, and m0NESY's got the round locked in. Defuse for Navi Jr. And when it comes to out-clutching this guy, you're going to be in for a bad time.
Yeah, nice try for Prime Tab. Some lovely kills there in that 2-on-3. But m0NESY, man, not even just a closer, but that first shot through apartments, the little gap in the window, barely a morsel of man to take out there, but he hits the shot, doesn't he? Always good, always provided. And 7-1 right now, sheesh. Navi Jr. It's a reckoning on Mirage. First time for them wasn't so pretty. But they felt fine to do it again, and I can certainly see why. Remember, it was Big who even picked into this one.
Yeah, maybe that's the curse of Mirage, Hugo. Maybe whoever picks it is destined to get absolutely bent over on this map.
We see that in Tier 1 CS, right? Like teams that lean into Mirage and Dust as their go-to picks have trouble winning their map picks because it's such a default map. It's such a, you know, fair, balanced map that everyone knows what they're doing on. Everyone has experience. Everyone has depth, apart from Astralis. But that's, you know, just down to them having it as insta-ban. So, for example, Complexity love picking Mirage. Man, do their series not always go their way?
No, yeah, that is very, very true, right? It's like the old belief that, you know, Mirage Dust is some of the most dangerous picks to have.
That's a crazy play for Apex. He just ran through the mid-smoke and killed m0NESY in window. Oh, even through the smoke on A, Aqua's going to get a kill. And so, yeah, m0NESY picked out early is a huge sculpt to find. On top of that, you're even in a 4-on-3 looking for another A split. They go quiet before they commit. In no hurry, checking out the spawn with the bomb. Taking it to ramp instead of Palace, leaving one man there. So you can see Navi want the info, and they're going to get it. That's a freebie. Apex dead in mid, and a gun grab to now deal with this oncoming A assault.
Yeah, and 2 out of the 3 players leaning towards A for Navi Jr. put them in the right place at the right time. There's still utility and plenty of it back on Cynics in CT, so even though that Molotov is hoping to push him back and the smoke cuts him off, he's still able to rain in nades, he's still able to apply a bit of damage, set his teammates up with flashes. Fia's also got a nade, that could come in handy for when this bomb goes down. He's all the way back in CT. The nade never comes out, instead they just run it through the ticket booth into the open, looking for first contact. Nick takes that fight, takes that early engagement. If OnCare can't find something soon, this will be the save, but that's a freebie onto Prime Taps. And now Navi Jr. are reinvested again. Orb set up at ramp, low HP on Aqua, can't even take a shot, and OnCare is dishing them out. Just Nick left to beat. OnCare on for the clutch, but Nick holds his own. And Big Omen Academy, they will just about keep that second round up on the board.
Oh my God, they're having to really work for them, aren't they, right? Just the one-on-ones, whatever Navi don't get, whatever scraps they leave under the table, that's what Big are picking up right now. Nice clutch for Nick. A necessity in this T side. Big are looking for anything they can get right now. Just enough to whittle down that money of Navi would be lovely. Put them on pistols, put them on a force, and we're finally at that point now. This is where Big can come alive, right? It may have been a long time coming, but we should start to see some T-side rounds placed in a row. This round is not live. We'll be throwing it a restart. And then continuing. So maybe a crash, maybe someone's lagged out. But no pressure. Start of the round, always the best time for that to happen.
Yeah, if there ever was a time, it's when nothing has happened. So just waiting to get this sorted, and then we'll be back in. You know, I don't think Big Omen Academy are out of this one just yet, right? As you've kind of seen, when you are able to shut down Monacy, which is easier said than done, you can find success. Like, he is a tremendous amount of the firepower on this squad, and even though you've got guys like OnCare still to worry about, if you're able to come up with solutions to dealing with the Navi Junior Orb, then you'll be in a good spot. It's easier said than done, though. Simple util like flashes and smokes aren't enough to tame this guy, but they've at least taken charge of the money, breaking it for Navi Junior. So Big Omen Academy might be able to salvage a few more rounds here. This is right where they want to find themselves to begin this comeback. A force buy for Navi Junior in this round, and an eco to follow if they lose it. You know, you can very quickly see how this could shape up to be a far closer game, bearing that in mind.
And that's all brought back to, you know, the fact that these rounds are hard fought by Navi. The clutches they're winning, they're expensive on the CT side. So finally, some of those expenses have bit Navi back. They really can't win this round. Please don't win this round. That would throw this whole game into disarray. And OnCare, he would love that. Very close. Barrel. There's one. He's not ready for the second, though. This should be a trade. Apex lets him slip.
Oh my God. Oh no.
Awkward.
Oh, that is awkward. Apex can get something out of this at least. It's not OnCare, so he's still a threat left to worry about over here in window.
I like that Apex drops that smoke. It makes it seem like it's not A, even though it is. He's just trying to stop himself from getting traded by OnCare, hunting him down. Going quiet, dropping that top con smoke makes Navi keep 2 at B right now. So even though the bomb's coming back on this A split, Navi don't know yet.
Yeah. Apex taking a lot of real estate, though, just throwing caution to the wind. And in doing so, he's secured a bomb plant here for Big Omen Academy. That's going to go down. It's uncontested by Navi Jr. They're kind of throwing in the towel, it feels like. Taking a swing. Oh, that's almost awkward. Monacy is going to beat Glaive in the head-to-head. Scout versus Orp, and Monacy comes out on tops, trades it back into a 3-on-3. However, Lapex and Aqua extend that lead for Big Omen Academy, put him onto 3 now on the board. They lock in that round. And as mentioned, with an eco now looming for Navi Jr., 4 is pretty much as good as done for the big boys.
Yeah, that was definitely the harder of two forces. Looked a bit scary to start, but Big, keep it under wraps. Loving this A side though. Maybe this is a good round to test out the waters of B. You know you're not up against a lot. Can see B stacks in these positions, but Navi gonna again just spread thin. Try and keep that information. Big have taken mid already, locked Navi out with window smokes and Molotov to the connector. Is that even a thing? Wallbanging ladder with the AWP? Glaive seems to think so. Hell, I trust him. I'm looking for like a tracer, right? Like a bullet through the wall, but I don't see one. Okay, and this is what I was talking about, the leaning B, the stacks on these rounds. This is a really good call to make for Navi. They have no info, they have nothing to base this off, and so 50-50 really. B's getting faked though. Molotov on the balcony clears out close corners, and Lapex, he's about to figure it out the hard way. Or he's about to make a lot of money and get some lovely HLTV rating. Let's see, jumping in. Not overcommitting, but there it is. He's dropped in. Now he's fighting for his life. He doesn't know. They're right behind. Lapex. Double dinked on top of the boost. And there is a gun for Navi. But in the meantime, they should be running out A.
Yeah, they're just going to move in. Empty A site. Oh, it's nice. It's roomy. You feel that? You feel all this space? That's a nice empty bomb site, but oh my goodness. Oh my good lord. Glaive is trying to keep this in the advantage of Big Omen Academy. This shouldn't get out of hand. These are just USPs, and yet still the kills are coming in for Navi Jr. Aqua and Prime Taps left to find. This is a full eco round out of Navi, and AWP now in Monacy's hands. Rifles to be picked up. Monacy's running to go and save. They're not attempting the round, are they? No, he's taking a peek from Triple. He's watching for the bomb. He's letting them defuse it, but he can't keep him covered. Missed shots out of Monacy. It's a damn shame, man. This guy don't often miss. He had to hit those. And so even though he gets away with the AWP, that's something for Navi Jr. It could have been so much more.
I mean,
that's a real shame.
Yeah, that's a best case scenario on an eco, other than winning a round, right? 4 kills and a free AWP, yummy. But that player in connector was very wide as well. He couldn't find the angle right near the end. He couldn't provide that cover for the open plant. Nice try on what was really, and what should have always been, an unwinnable round. Aqua makes it so. But damn. That'll keep you on your toes, won't it? That'll keep your money on the edge. And so now Navi, after taking 2 ecos in a row, winning 1 would do the same right back the way of Big. It would break them. So Big are not comfortable yet. Jumps are dangerous, but those ones are not. Very, very smart. Cynic's not giving away that B pick. Cynics, you know, he plays the bad roles. He plays the spots no one wants to play. And so he definitely needs some credit there, right? We see him on all those B-bomb sites on Vertigo as well. Over on Tetris, here on Mirage. Not fun being that solo B anchor. Fear's so focused on middle in so many of these rounds, right? So he's not even assisting Cynics on his defense. Luckily, Big on, too interested in B. Back to another A execute round. No split in this one, though. Lapex has been coming through con late. Not today.
Yeah, it's just a standard one of these A executes, man. You see these in your matchmaking games. You know what's coming your way when you're dealt one of these. Pogolov, the only guy who can hold off in the site, is dealt with by Aqua. And Big Omen Academy extend their control over the site now, flexing their muscles a bit. Monacy dead on the stairs, and Nick with that double kill has really just sealed the deal on this round.
Oh, bye-bye, get out of here. And 5 alive is such a sigh of relief here for Big 2. First time they've had it, it feels like. A convincing round, one that's not come down to those final few seconds, those clutches, those retakes. So Big can sit pretty knowing they now have a bank account to fall back on. Navi on the other side, not quite as much. This half could come back and bite them in the arse. Big can still win it. We are just seeing the same thing that won Big that game last time, though, and it was this A site, right? They didn't really show anything on B. They had more like lurking out mid, more splitting, but generally these A executes are what we can expect from Big on this map. Navi, even though they know it's coming, unable to put a stop to it. This round should be no exception. Just one gun saved on from the last. So I like how Fear is throwing himself into the fight.
Now he's walking past the mid smoke. Now Aqua is holding for mid aggression. Just playing this little jiggle spot, man. And you know, for Fear, he either needs an immediate clean kill, or this is just a fight he's not going to get given now, right? Like, they see him, they go, all right, the M4's push top middle. We know about this guy. Aqua gets a bit of support from Glaive, and now they're going to clear mid as a team. Immediate reposition out of Fear, though. That's exactly how you want to be playing this hero M4, right? You don't want to be too stagnant. You don't want them to spot you, get the info, and then just dodge the one gun in this round. So he's rotating back towards A, and that will be the right call for Fear here. Right, Big Omen Academy leading in towards this A site. Pogolov's Deagle breaks the silence first, however. And so this is not the start Big Omen Academy wanted. Pogolov will get traded at ramp. Fear with this M4 now set up on stairs, swinging into the palace position, shut down with only a bit of damage done. And that's the one M4 cut out of the round now for Navi Jr.
Yeah, and any hope with that probably fleeting. Already players trying to escape. Eagle dead. And Oncare left up alone. Oh, double drop, they know. And he can't hit the shot. 6 up for Big. More clean rounds, more A execute, and more results are building. It may have been slow to start, but they're looking strong to finish. Navi throwing Monazi the AWP. He's been a bit quiet for these last few rounds. His ecos haven't shown all too much for Navi Jr. This does feel like the most bog standard Mirage game you're ever going to get, Harry. Nothing crazy right now. Did Navi want to start throwing caution to the wind, right? Do we see some mid takes, some attempt at taking back Palace or ramping past? Monazi, when he had spawns, he would even be AWPing deep Palace. Lots of setups available for you to try. Anything to craft an advantage, take that first kill and fall out. Glaive is still running that AWP as well. It seems like a permanent change here, Harry.
Yeah, it's certainly starting to look that way, isn't it? It does feel like, you know, it's worked quite well for Big Omen Academy thus far.
It's looked good.
I think more so for Lapex than anyone else, hilariously. Like, he's looked really, really good since they've had him leading from the front. More A-nades thrown over, but this time it's a bit of a ruse from Big Omen Academy. They've got Glaive scoped up with the AWP. But the rest of the Boa squad have gone back into middle to work some of this connector control. Monacy just decides, no, just don't boost. We've just screwed it up so many times, just don't even bother. Oncare spots that first man out of con. Now you might start to process this one. If you're Navi Jr., you might start thinking, well, they like these con splits into the A plays. We still only have 3 here in the A site for Navi. Fear can give a helping hand to this con player if he peaks at the right timing. But he's missed his opportunity. They're out of con now. They're spilling into this A bomb site and a plant found. Navi Jr., this is very, very safe back in CT. almost like they were leaning into a retake setup. But in a 4-on-4, and with Glaive scoped up at ramp, this is easier said than done.
And they need this first kill. Oh, they can't get it. Holding on to Connector as Prime Tap's Fierce now had to slow down as a result, and he's losing his teammates in CT spawn. Deep nade won't do a thing. Close player. Prime Tap does it again. 3 kills on this guy in the round. He's hunting down Pogolov, trying to save Monzi's orb, and they know he's here too. Prime Tap's cleaned up. But the round won by Big. Ultimately, regardless of how this final fight goes, it's going to be Big laughing all the way to the bank. Oh no, that one missed shot. All it takes is one peak debate. And look at Aqua getting hyped on the cam as well. He's feeling it. It's been quite the recovery for Big Omen Academy in this game. Remember how this all started? This was so one-sided. This was 6-0 for Navi Jr. And now, what?
Yeah, they've lent a lot into like these retake A setups that are just giving so much control to Big Omen Academy.
It is getting decided by like the jungle fight.
Exactly, right? Yeah. And that's kind of a bit of a problem, right? Like in my eyes, you want guys like m0NESY trying to flex on this AWP as much as you can. And a lot of times, because they've been leaning into retakes, it's come down to m0NESY trying to walk into the incumbent AWP.
Smoke missed the Molotov there, hoping it would bloom on it. Now it's just in no man's land. Anyone can peek this. In fact, both of them at the same time try. m0NESY dodges death. He wanted to refight Window, but he's smoked out. Now we have some A control taken. It's more of what we wanted. Onkar and Pogolov pushing up, but of course it's on the one round where it's Prime Tap's defaulting and holding on for this exact aggression. He gets dinked, but he still lives. Now Onkar looking to trade this one out, and that he will do. So A split just going to become the split now. No other control. Up through connector, they just walk it. And Onkar is more than ready for that one. Back turned, it's a freebie. One man makes it into jungle. This could be a backstab on a B play. No one's considering this timing, and Onkar thinks he's cleared it out. Oh my goodness, Big have won the round.
Yeah, this is, it's huge. He's playing the trigger discipline as well. This could be Nick's moment. There's the first. He fires off early. Sophia is at least aware of the player in market, but what can he do with that knowledge? m0NESY's going to come in and deal with him from the back of CT. Snipes Nick in the back of the head. And now a 3-on-2 given over. Yeah. Maybe still some hope. They lose m0NESY's scout, so we're looking at Fear, we're looking at Onkar, and now just Onkar, alone in the apartment. Glaive having a round with this orb, and he's got the information as well as to where this last man resides. There's Aqua locking in an 8-7 half, and Big Omen Academy, they go on to win out that first half of play from 7-1 down to an 8-7 scoreline in round 15.
Yeah, super impressive. Like, considering not much actually changed in the game plan. Obviously, internally, I'm sure Big were coming up with solutions. But in terms of actual what we saw, where the rounds were going, how they were ending, nothing really changed for Big. It was always just these constant A splits, these con control rounds, coming up with 2 or 3 on ramp, maybe an execute smoke. And often it was retakes for Navi. They were playing so well. They were giving up the bomb site. They were coming in on 5-on-4 retakes and picking them up with ease near the end of the half or past the first quarter of the game. Well, Big just started denying retakes. They started getting more entries on their splits, and Navi started saving more, losing their clutches. It all just kind of fell apart. So you wonder what happened to Navi halfway down that game. There's still a chance to recover, but right now the momentum is all in Big's hand, and you could see players starting to get loud as well right near the end. Big are believing, and that might be the most worrying part.
Yeah, I mean, hell, this is a matchup they've won before, right? So it doesn't take much to get you believing in your ability to win it again. It would be even more credit to Big, though, right? This isn't day one shaky Navi Jr. This is a week in, on for their rematch. A chance to get that revenge versus Big Omen Academy. And with the lead they had, it looked like it was going to happen. You've just got to praise the resilience from these big boys right now. Starting to have guys like Aqua as well looking really, really pumped up. Every time we cut to him, he's celebrating, he's happy that these rounds are coming in. Nick, I think, has also had a lot of defining moments here. A lot of these rounds where kills would come in were provided by guys like Nick, right, being a nuisance over at stairs. Now let's hear the Navi comms as they start on their T-side pistol.
Лавочка, в дыму, в дыму.
Либо за фаер ушел.
Броня рапса. Я выхожу.
Да, я видел чувак.
Тикет не
Под
видит.
карами нет. Бомба
Смотрите,
разик.
смотрите справа.
Бомба
Вот
разик.
это круто.
Взял справа врыв.
Я пробую.
Я под фаером остался.
Давай.
Смотри, хопу.
Я
Я отпустил.
много КТ, я
Аккуратно.
хопу забрал.
Ладно.
Ладер?
Я себя пока яму смотрю. на всякий.
Хопе остался, пацаны. Я завис, развис. КТ вышел!
Смотрю, у тебя справа один.
Меня с скры убили.
Хорошо.
Режь, давай.
Убил бомбу.
Лавочка.
Коврами.
Лавочка.
Кон нас, кон.
Хорош!
Хорош.
Давай 5.
Бля,
Давай
меня с скры убили.
Зависло?
And that's more like it. Back into the second half, and Navi starting to feel it once again. Is the Knight of Armor, is the suit of armor rather still in the background, Harry? We need to keep our eyes out for that. Is someone wearing it today? Maybe Electronic strolling through the office, ironclad, sword in hand.
That would be cool as hell. Just wanting to get back into this one, but you know, we are certain that this is going to be a pretty tense second half of play, right? If that first half was anything to go by, the big question is, can Navi Jr. find it within themselves to dig deep here? And who's gone? Who's left?
Prime taps.
All right, lad, he's just nipped off quick, has he? Not one for cable management either. Ooh, naughty. Yeah, so Navi Jr. a chance to build back up into this second half.
Okay, it's not Prime Taps' fault. Someone's crashed for Navi, so he's probably taken the break in the action to go get a drink, go to the bathroom. That's fine.
Yeah,
so,
Fear
some tech issues.
is missing from the server.
Well, it didn't hold them back in the pistol, at least.
No, it didn't. Right, that was a real balls to the wall pistol round, Hugo, as far as they go.
Back in at least. Would Navi Jr. would they be allowed to sub in Simple? If they had him on the sub list, would that be okay?
I don't know.
Like, sorry guys. I mean, Simple's young. He's younger than Rooffire.
That's a good
Me and
point.
Simple, we're pretty close in birthdays. I think we're a few days away off each other. Same year as well.
Wow, that must suck for you.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's cool. I get to watch Simple play CS every day and go, man, if only I was that good. Because we're the same age, you know. But
and age is the determining factor.
Obviously, no, it's genetics. But we'll get into that another day as we are returning to the madness that is this matchup. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be kind of funny if they subbed in Simple for a map. Oh, sorry. Got some tech issues here. Gonna have to bring in our sub.
Well, one that I was more curious about as a reality would be like, what about someone like Bit?
Yeah, maybe.
It's like he used to be here anyway, so... Oh, on care, double open it up against this 4-spy. And Navi Jr. picking up the pace into B.
Yeah, you talk about Bit like that, just quickly, because this round looks good for Navi. You know, we had TTR go to the main team and come back. I don't think Bit's going to ever come back. It doesn't look like they need to get rid of him. He's sick in the main team. But I think maybe that's the determining factor, Harry. Whether they come back. I don't think Navi will let him. Sorry, mate, you're too good.
Well, Navi Jr. are doing just fine right now.
Yeah.
They're up onto 9. They're back in the lead. Big Omen Academy. They took this 4-spy, so they're staring down the barrel of an eco. Really, it's going to be 10-8 before the rifles come in, before all is, ready to be fought for again by the Big Omen Academy. Next round, they're hoping that Prime Taps and Nick can get something done with this save Deeg scout combo. But that's pretty much the extent of it. Get the replay of this gnarly little double kill from Oncare. And so, all right, Nick. All right, Prime Taps, what can you guys do? Also, I have a feeling that Aqua has just bought a Zeus. $200 invested, but nothing on the HUD. That, to me, screams Zeus purchase. Heavy Windows stack for Big Omen Academy here. Mid control getting worked by Navi Jr. They're holding on to both Palace and the apartments. So they've got options here to Navi Jr. Oncare is once again posted in ladder. But they know about him.
Waiting for those cat players to get in position, right? Oncare's already up in ladder, so he's calling for help, and now Navi can split this B bomb site. Now they're walking into the stack. This is exactly what Big wanted. But Navi, they'll answer the call. Mostly USPs, so it should be
Aqua's got a Zeus, don't
check.
forget.
Ah!
Oh.
Miss Zeus. Oh, what a sad day. Nick not given a thing either. And they could cross. They are crossing. They're even flanking. He's boxed in. Running spawn. Monacy hears it. He wants everything, everyone. His 20th kill right in front of him. He can taste it.
Oh, even this though, it's very
You know he wanted a knife.
Goblin-esque.
He wanted the knife, Harry.
Doesn't get it though. Doesn't get it, Hugo. Might have wanted it. You can't always have what you want.
Oh.
In spite of what you might have been used to, Hugo. I can't believe that Zeus missed. What did Aqua do wrong there, Hugo? You're a Zeus user.
It's too far away. I mean, you know, if they wide peek you, if they close peek you, probably get it. If they wide peek you, what can you do? He's just too far from the angle. You're hoping someone, I guess, runs out there and doesn't clear the spot. You know, Zeus, any Zeus user knows that if you need Zeus advice, get back on your bike, mate. Sometimes the Zeus just lets you down. And
Is the bike a prerequisite to the...
No, not at all. But, you know, you don't ask, I don't know where I'm going with this. No, just get better, basically. The Zeus is random anyway. Like, sometimes it hits, sometimes it doesn't. Depends how close you are, depends on whether it feels like working. And sometimes it just doesn't.
Yeah. What
But it's worth the risk. Zeus.
Oh, yeah, Zeus's.
Sometimes it is worth it, Harry. It's always worth it. It's only $200. You got nothing to lose. A flashbang. Less in the next round.
Oh, how did he take... No, okay, no, he did take damage. Good, good, good. It's all fine. I'm just imagining things. Oncare around this short smoke, creeps onto Lapex. He's not ready for it. And even though we get the response out of Aqua, there's more coming through the apartments. He's calling for rotations. They lose fear over in Murder Hole, trying to cut down these players as they embark on the rotates. Monacy and Pogolov left in this one in a 2-on-2. The bomb going down, but look at Prime Taps. He's already passed Monacy. They've got no idea that a player was still in the site. And so for Monacy now, he needs to come up big in this clutch. That first AWP shot misses, so he's given another chance. But a smoke on the bomb Monacy down to the 1v1. Just Prime Taps left to beat. And Prime Taps with the wrap is tapped out of the round. A bit of a taste of his own medicine. How does Monacy hit that?
What a shot. I mean, he doesn't even really know if Prime's on the bomb or not, right? Like, he got flashed. Prime could have stuck it in that moment, and he wouldn't have heard the noise. Like, Monacy doesn't actually know anything there. But boy, does he hit the flick. Great round out of him. Provides cover as well. 3 in it. 4 in it, in fact. Look at that shot. Oh, Monacy, man. Chill. 11-8. And Navi starting to take the lead, starting to take it strong as well, putting big on yet another eco. They've had no problem tearing through these pistol rounds either. Fear smoking top con, 2 inside of it. Monacy thinning the herd already. Fear turns from a flash, but it's what lets him down. Glaive was fighting, and we still have that second player in the smoke as well. Navi don't know, and they want nothing to do with it. Out they go.
Molly in window. That is just roasted Glaive out of the round. And this slow burning mid control, while it's working out for Navi Jr. up against the pistols. Nick still to be found over here in Con. But they seem like they're cognizant of it. Cynic's dropping that smoke. Still hasn't been given this peek yet. Well, Apex waits with the Deagle. They lose Nick in Khan while he's hit this timing. Traded after the first, and any hope of finding an upset victory in this round goes out the window with losing the B player.
There's a gun still down in mid, so Prime Taps.
But Hugo, you had to say it. Navi Jr. knew there was a gun down in mid. They're using it as bait. They're playing around it. Prime Taps, he couldn't say no to a free AK.
No, like cheese in the trap, man. Just smells so good. What's the human equivalent of a bear trap or of a cheesy mouse trap? Is there an equivalent?
Yeah, I would say there is.
Like what? You say there is one. You don't know what it is, but there probably
you give someone a free Tesla, and then the autopilot just kills them.
I meant one that's actually a problem. I mean, maybe we'll find out later. We'll see. There's a pile up on the I-95, and it's mainly the bodies of Big, although Prime Taps does have a response. Good flash! And he finds a second. Maybe it's just the Navi corpses rotting in the street. 3 on 5. Prime Taps isn't done. He's even trying to spam out a 4th. Out of ammo. His work is done, but he's staying for OT.
Oh, that's
good.
Nice. That's nice.
No more, sure.
Yeah, surely no more. Surely gets no more.
Don't do it again, Shirley.
Come on, Shirley.
Leave him alone, Shirley.
Just Monacy. Shirley, Monacy from Navi Jr. 1v3. And running all the way back through T-Spawn. With the bomb loss, this is surely a save. And so Big Omen Academy might come in with a 9th after all. Prime Taps is asking, hey Alexa, how many bodies can I fit in a Tesla?
What's the answer?
Round about 3, mate. But his own teammates are also going to get thrown in the boot as well. Monacy bringing it down to a 1 versus 2, and he still looks like he wants to give this a go, Hugo. 8 HP. 20 seconds, Aqua scoped up at ramp, and Monacy with the tag. Both players now a Deeg shot away from death. Maybe Monacy's in with a chance. Just Prime Taps left to beat, but he's hiding himself away. He gets that round, 4 kills in it. But my God, did he have to do a lot in a round where it felt like he'd already done it all.
I was going to say, after 3, you can afford to rush for the USP and die and, let your teammates pick up the round. But no, thank goodness he stayed safe in that A bomb site and was able to win the round because Monacy almost stole it away. Beautiful shots out of Monacy's AWP and his Deagle as well, but Big still take the round. My God. Doesn't feel like it, does it? They are broke. This is going to be like the worst buy round you're ever going to see, by the way. Almost everyone dying, just that up saved. What's everyone else going to be able to buy? If you want M4s, you've got to, leave holes in your purchase. That be that kit, be that helmet or util, be that all three. And so it's that or it's worse weaponry here for Big. So they've got to find the midpoint, find the balance as Navi. More than happy, more than ready to put them back on pistols. They've been there all half long.
Flashes in middle. Navi Jr. back to one of these little mid creeps. Lex in this mid control. They've got the con smoke down. Monacy was scoped over the top of it. Waved. Oh, there's the first kill found in the round. It's Cynics taking that late peek up the B stairs. Monacy boosted for a pick into B, but isn't going to get presented anything yet. Not with Lapex pushed deep into the apartments. And I don't know if Fear, I think it's Pogolov is going to be ready for this. Glaive beats Monacy in the head-to-head checking for the boost. Pogolov discounts Lapex, and that's the bomb, really. That's the round right there. Throwing aside, there's not much that Oncare or Fear can do here in this 2-on-4.
Yeah, whatever they're going to do, they've got to do it now. 30 seconds. You've got to get back in the apps. The kills are coming to you. Uh-oh! Whiff spray recovered by Aqua. And even though he's traded, so is Oncare. Round goes the way of Big. And yeah, with that bomb drop with Pogolov only half clearing the corner. Damn, son. It's going to be Big back on the board, back in with a vengeance. Navi still have the money or a little bit of it. They might actually half buy here. Some players on 2, some players on 6. Try and balance that cash out. What a check. Glaive was literally pre-aiming the boost. About getting red. And Big, man, every time you're ready to count them out, every time you're ready to, assume this game is as close to done as it can be, they come in with some rifle rounds, putting Navi back to broken by. Looking like a fast B approach. You can't afford to drop the ball here, Big. You have to close this anti-eco.
Oh, the flashes, the fast play. Aqua not going down yet. Finally, will get dealt with. Bomb plant comes in. Navi Jr. with smokes cutting off every avenue of rotation and a smoke kill for Oncare, no less. A 3-on-3 is given over. They spot the short player as well. They have a very good idea of where this retake is coming from for Big Omen Academy. Can they deal with this short man? If they can't flush him out, Oncare taking fights, runs down, Glaive out of ammo. Tech9's going to deliver, and Lapex doesn't have any time left to even attempt this round. The Eco B rush, it gives Navi Jr. 13 and keeps their heads above water.
It never should have, Harry. That was a 5-on-3. Those first 2 kills came in for Big. It looked good. You've been ready to look away, walk out the room. The eco done. No, just beginning. Navi pick it up with pistols. And Big thrown to the curb again. Time to dust off that mat and get back in with another weird and wacky buy. That safe gun surrounded by pistols. Big wondering where it all went so wrong. Fast into middle for Navi. We've got a stack on that A site for Big. A lot of B rounds out of Navi as of late. So Big trying to get ahead of things, read the change. Pushed up on the ramp, denied by Pogolov. He was ready. There's even one more for him. Now they'll make the same mistake. Flash won't really connect how they hoped it would, and almost a third for Pogolov. Gun does fall off though, so there's a weapon. 3-on-4. Aqua very low. and Navi wanting to move away from this AK, set their sights towards B.
Yeah, it might be the beginning of the end in this round here with the B-Rap. Apex has got to do an awful lot. Far more than perhaps he's going to be able to offer. Dead immediately. Glaive followed up onto an Aqua. 20 HP. All he's got to his name. A quarter of the man he once was. He's going to get out of there and just keep this AK in play. It's really the only trick up their sleeve that they've got left. Respect this round. Take a gun out of it. Come in with rifles and try to put a stop to Navi Jr. when they've got everything. But if Big Omen Academy don't win this next round, Navi Jr., they're running away with Mirage.
Yeah, I hesitate to say it's done, right? Because we have had eco wins on both sides, especially Navi, and some rounds that really shouldn't have happened in this game. But yeah, like if Counter-Strike were to tell you anything, it's that this upcoming round is everything. Big. Lost full buy. Quick. Navi. You can pull it down.
Yeah, I mean, kicking them while they're down just makes sense, right? They're already down. It's just free kicks.
Free kicks. They love that in football, don't they?
Yeah, right? That's what everyone's talking about over there.
They actually give out like prizes, like cards. Like the more you mangle your opponent, the more prize. Yeah, you get like a yellow card, and then if you've really messed up your opponent, you get a red card. I don't know what those cards are. Like maybe you put them on your wall or something, or in your locker room. But man, people seem to really love collecting those cards.
Yeah, man. That's what that is.
Call them the mangle cards where I'm from.
Mangle cards.
Yeah.
Have you ever earned a mangle card?
I don't play sports, Harry. I play video games.
Ooh, well, someone's upset with that statement, but not me. I couldn't care what you do. Look at this. Cynic's dead over in middle. Tries to start this round off confidently by just running down into the open mid lane, and well, he's on the receiving end of that AWP. Prime taps. Waiting over the top of this smoke on care. They spot each other, and Prime Taps is the man to win that fight. Now the A play's coming in out of Navi Jr. They haven't thrown any smoke so as to telegraph this push. You won't be ready for Pogolov this deep. However, now I think you will. He's flashed himself in. Pogolov, while he does get the first, he's got to find a lot more from this position. Creeping towards CT. And Nick's not giving him this fight he's so desperately looking for. Now going to go back con side. Pogolov with a round 4. But Lapex just keeps it in favor of Big Omen Academy. He needed the ace there. He was just one away from it. Would have been a triumphant return for Pogolov.
My God, this game just keeps your blood pumping, doesn't it? You don't need a heart to love what you're getting out of these boys. On the big side especially, but Pogolov, he really puts down everything he can. It's all for nothing. Fast flicks. Oh. This is it. Big is still holding on, right? They won that gun round. We said they had to. They're above water. But it's coming up from the floor, man. Got to be a little more cautious on that con cross, right? That spam through the smoke was not what Navi wanted to happen. We have had a lot of con control in the CT side for Big Omen Academy, so re-smoke in. Keeping the pressure on mid with the nades. Navi grouping very early in the round to hit this B bomb site.
Yeah, they're wanting to get into B. They've had a lot of success here, right? It's been a bit of a reoccurring location in the Navi success story. They're going to start to creep up through Catwalk and are now in good position to hit this B split. But in giving it time, as smoke's gone down on the short side, Honestly's boosted up and over, but a lot of times Big Omen Academy have been ready for this. Lapex sees the barrel, doesn't win that fight, however. It's on Care taking the opener. Aqua, now that's the go button push. They're running into this B site, and this guy's just trying to stay alive. He keeps throwing problems in the way of Navi Jr. On Care will flush out Prime Taps, but Aqua is still refusing a budge. On Care having the round of a lifetime here. 3 kills in it. And he's kept Navi Jr. in this one. Bomb plant as well. This guy's doing everything.
How is Cynics even still standing? Even so, down to 3 from the SMG. Quick shot comes in, equalizing things, getting rid of On Care. Round of life has come to an end, and Monzi, his needs to begin. One shot connects. Cynics not giving away anything in this clutch. Glaved knows where both of them are, but as said, no options open. He's got to hunt down these kills. Pistol out one as he misses the timing, and there's the tap of the USP. Glaive now knows at the cost it's Cynics, but the headshot comes in, and Navi find 15. Man, if Aqua, one more bullet connected, he would have won that round for them. Instead, it all comes up Navi. Let's hear how they're feeling after that one.
Жень, я подстрелю.
Серег, аккуратненько с СП сможешь сыграть?
Да. О, спасибо, хорош.
Илья, ты яму начинаешь?
Да,
Серый, за ручку бери.
Нет, не надо, не надо, не надо.
Я подойду просто вторым.
В паре играем сейчас.
Даю старт.
У них вроде бы нету.
Я на вас
У
упрямлю.
них нету денег, не
Я
расслабляемся.
даю старт.
Важно?
Ёбнуть
Нет,
этих
Да,
дебилов.
концентрация. Я дам огонь кон.
Я дал старт, Дым.
Дал огонь
Давай.
кон нижний. Флэш мид, осторожно засада. Почилим?
Встань, флэш.
Я мотив.
Я
Я
спрятал за
зашел,
эту хрень.
все, он слева. Отходи.
Забрал щель.
Возможно, 50 хп. Даже
Надо
можно.
в парах играть.
Контент
Осторожно,
ковряет.
комбину.
Да, обновите дым окно, пацаны, через секунд 10.
Я обновлю, я отойду и обновлю.
Я бы дал
я
вообще
пикаю
с
вместе.
телека.
Я для тебя могу широко выпрыгнуть.
Пацаны, послушайте, он
Давай.
из-под коров
Дал
отдал дым
дым.
ковров.
Спеши.
Они
Сейчас
две
ждем.
Я дам
отбили.
флешку от кона.
Я дам. Я дам за ящики.
А послушайте, они обновили дым ковров с голов.
Я
Берите
окей.
дым. И
Я
коннектор.
упрыгиваю.
Один
Сериал,
голов.
ты бахни, слышь?
Там
Я
скаут,
дам
скаут
внешний,
стрелял.
не спешите. Подал, осторожно, сейчас зачекаю.
ХЕ.
Ты чекаешь?
Послушайте, КТ,
Я
головы и под коврами. Головы скаут был.
Есть флешка ладера?
Да, есть флешка
Я
Влада.
заколю, я заколю.
Пацаны, и надо будет закончить сплита.
Я беру бомбу и
Самый
западаю.
лучший сплита в нашей жизни должен быть. Я на
Я
флешке.
беру бомбу
Не
и
надо, не
западаю.
надо.
Я в коне остался.
Дым хлопу затратил направо?
Да.
Под коврами.
Что ты сказал, сплита,
Дал
Сэря?
флешкон, дал флешкон.
Кон выбили под флеш.
С дефолта либо
Однозначно.
с
Хорошо,
дефолта.
Это
Я
снайпер
в-
по нику.
я в ладере подаю.
Между может быть?
Внешний.
Да.
Я дам молик между.
Кухня стягивается.
Скаут.
А ведь
На Б,
Скаут,
пацаны, иди.
Флэш.
Идем
Убей,
на Б,
убей,
идем на Б,
убей,
идем на Б, идем на Б.
Уходите с ножом.
Уходи.
Нужен звук.
Убил.
Хорошо. Скаут перед кухней.
25.
Я успеваю, не? Ладно,
Не надо бежать.
можно
уже.
подсейвить.
Нет, беги, успей.
Беги. Осторожно, подвал может связать.
Беги,
Я
братан,
сначала
просто
бегу.
беги.
Я бегу.
Да, подвал.
Сейв.
Хорош. Под флеш словили, суки. Хотя она меня не слепила.
ТНТ.
Huge round out of On Care, but sadly not enough to get Navi Jr. over the line. And you see the repercussions of the round prior to last coming down to that 1v1, really in full effect on the money that Navi brought with them into this round. They had 2 MAC-10s, an AK, an AWP. It was a very mismatched buy.
Yeah, it went both ways, right? We had heavy scouts, SMGs all over the place, and it's not going to get any better, Harry, with Onke getting all those kills at the end, right? That keeps Big's money low. Navi only save a gun, so they have this weird mishmash again. They're right up Cat. Onke again, speed. 30 kills to his name in this map alone. Monzi one behind. Care. Looking for an opening kill. Apex won't be giving it away at B. Onke looks to the window and sees nothing. Very safe positions for Big in this round. Onke, they spotted him.
Yeah, he missed that timing, sadly, on Lapex, but Lapex had it going his way. This is a force buy for Navi Jr. They've all in this one. And if they lose it, well, they're ecoing up against 13. That leaves them with one rifle round between an overtime game and the finish line. It's not over yet, though. With m0NESY boosted in window, he could try disrupt these rotations. He can try come in on a lurk. There is Prime Taps watching for this lurk. Famas versus Galil, and m0NESY's going to win that out. Now, what does he want to do with this? It looks like he's going to apply pressure into this B bomb site with the rest of the guys taking short. Lapex has seen them now. He's worked out what's going on, but Cynics' Deagle opens the roundup. He might know what's happening, but it doesn't make navigating this any easier. Lapex is still on for a double. And so Cynics, even though he's going to get the bomb down, he still needs to come up huge in the 1-on-2, and Glaive nails him on the cross into the open.
Yeah, Glaive had a really slow start to this game. T-side, he was 4-11. He was really quiet. No, he's shown up in the second half as well, providing a lot off that AWP, right? We already saw the role swap inside of this tournament. It was Lapex leading and AWPing at the beginning of things, and now the more maps that go on, we start to see Glaive primary, and he's providing here as well. Keeps that round alive for Big. Definitely a winnable clutch. Navi got a bit bogged down in that 2v3 on the B site. And 60 kills combined between m0NESY and OnCare. Far more than the 3 other teammates have combined between them. But you need to be putting those players to good use, Harry, because it's all for nothing if you fall in overtime. That guarantee of 15 is a nice thing to fall back on, but you don't want to give Big a reason to believe again. It's coming down, as you say, to that round 30. Right now, it should be an eco for Navi. As tempting as a bomb plant makes it, we're playing for the 16-14.
Plus, I mean, you know, the deeper into this event we get, the more these games start to win. We don't, the more these games, these wins start to matter. That's what I meant. You know, it's one of these things that when this started back on day one, when we had these exact teams playing against each other, and we were saying, look, there's still time to turn it around. Well, now we're pretty deep. You know, we're over halfway.
This is that time.
Yeah, this is where you're hoping that all the work you've done is showing. Navi Jr., another one of these B rushes with the pistols, a triple setup, Big Omen Academy here. And so they should be able to hold the line. Still, the pistols grinding their way through the defending players. This was not meant to be where victory was found, but a 1v3 needed from Nick to keep the comeback coming in for Big Omen Academy.
How the hell has this happened? The fast tech, the fast taps of the P250s inside of B.
That was a 4-man stack site as well. Well, it was 3, but a 4th player getting there very, very quickly, you hoped was enough.
And another 5-on-3 that's flipped the way back of Navi. He can't close it, and Navi will instead. 16-13. They take it on an eco. Forget that final round. Forget that last buy to see if Navi could do it with guns. They don't need it. Oh my goodness, what a game. And revenge again, right? We had VP get their vengeance versus Young Ninjas. Well, now Navi have sent it back the way of Big Omen Academy.
Yeah, right. So double revenges so far. We got more grudge matches coming up, though, in just a moment. So we're going to give this back over to the bright minds over at the desk. James, Halvor, how did you find it?